Okay.
Hi, this is Robert Polenic with Brutal Iron Works. I'm here to show our last roller, which is our small roller. It is a 5-inch diameter and about 12 inches long. And what this roller allows you to do is to treat individual limbs. So we wanted to have this in case people have unilateral injury tightness. So for example, maybe they had a hamstring injury and you just want to treat one hamstring. That is a good use for this. Also, same thing for maybe a calf injury or one side of their spine. You can kind of just roll out one side if you'd like. So what we'll do in this video though is we'll show some upper body treatments. So very often with athletes, we'll have some shoulder impingement or shoulder tightness. That might also run into like the top of the bicep connector up into the shoulder. That can have some tightness to it. And then also the forearms. So what we can do is with this roller is we can show how we can treat one side of the body. For those three circumstances, the kind of shoulder, chest connector, the upper bicep connector, and then the forearms. So right now I have our roller already preloaded on one side. So what I'll do is I'll show you how I load it for the other side. So in the last video we discussed that we have spacers for these smaller rollers because not always will we want to fill the entire cavity of the roller with all weights. So, and if you only have a few weights in there, it can be really hard to reach all the way in to get the clamp on. So we sell the spacer, which helps you keep the weights further out towards the end, and then I'll make it easier to clamp them on. It still keeps the weight centralized enough to be well for the treatment, so it doesn't affect that in any way. So I'll start with the spacer and slide that on first. I'll then take the desired amount of weight that I would like. So again, these silver plates are 5 pounds a piece. So I'll place those in, and then I'll take our collar, which will be in your set. You can then put that on and clamp it tight. So now what that does is it secures the weight. So now I can use the roller and be confident in the fact that the weight will stay on there and not be of any risk to the athlete. So what we'll do is with the roller now is I would start the roller pressurized onto the area I'm looking for. So again, if this is the first time treatment for the athlete, you can even start with just an empty roller just to show them what it would feel like. And then once they're comfortable with that, you can then add weight. So usually I will use my hands to kind of start to touch the area to get their nerves kind of desensitized to pressure. And it allows me to explain to them what we're looking to feel. So again, with this athlete, what we're going to look to do is try to roll into this connector area right here. So you can feel in his chest and the shoulder is that there's tightness in this area. And then again, as the bicep comes in and connects underneath the front delt, there's tightness in that area. So I'll tell him that we're going to be applying the roller. We're going to be looking for pressure onto the area, but there should be no stabbing pains, just a lot of pressure. And if that pressure were to be uncomfortable at any point, he can tell me, and then I can pull up on the weight, and I can even take the roller off, reduce the weight, and then come back with lesser weight. So again, the point of this is that there is going to be some discomfort when they're having the pressure applied to the roller, but it shouldn't be an amount of pain that they feel is like urgently in need of taking away. So it's just a general discomfort. And then again, as you do more and more treatments with each athlete or client, they will get further used to the type of discomfort of this, and then you'll actually be able to get a greater degree of muscular change each treatment over time. So we've already prepped him and I've already explained what we're going to be doing to him. So we'll go ahead and apply the roller, and I'm just going to start right up here in the crease of the bicep in the front delt. So I'll pick the roller up, get in position, and I will set the roller onto that area. And then I'm going to use my hands to kind of balance the roller and keep the weight kind of centralized over that bicep. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and hold the ends, and I'll take the roller and roll up and down his bicep. So usually you'll want to go pretty slow to give them a chance to get used to the sensation of it. And we'll just go back and forth about the entire length of the bicep, and we'll be looking for 5 to 10 passes. So you can certainly do more than 10 if it feels like the muscle is still reacting to the treatment. So, and you will be able to feel that through the roller, so you can feel if muscles do any flexing or resisting into the roller. So once we roll it a few times, So that would be the treatment for the bicep. And again, I'd roll maybe a little bit more, and I would ask the athlete or client how it's feeling and get some feedback from them. So that's a quick view of how we would use it for that bicep area. And then if I want to use it on the forearm, I would know that I might need lesser weight. So when you work on the forearm, especially in this position, is when you apply weight to the outside of the limb here, it's going to pull more and more on the shoulder, and especially on the bicep connector. So you want to make sure that you're not using too much weight. So what I can do, and the benefits of these rollers, is that they are weight adjustable. So I can just take the clip off, slide out a 5-pound weight, reapply the clip. Then the same thing on this side, clip out, take a weight out, and then reapply the clip. So now this roller is 10 pounds lighter, and it's going to be more appropriate for his forearm and give us a less chance to annoy those joints. So we'll go ahead and apply the roller on his forearm. And again, we'll do our passes up and down. And we'll look for about 5 to 10 passes. And we'll feel if there's any muscular resistance. If there is any muscular resistance in a certain spot, we'll kind of stay on that area. You can kind of roll back and forth over that particular area, or you can actually set the roller on that area. So I tend to find most often if there's a tight spot, you want to roll back and forth over that spot to kind of work it loose. Okay? So that would be basically our treatment for the forearm. So that shows the uses of this smaller roller for individual limbs. So again, you can treat calves, hamstring, one side of the back versus the other side. You can treat the chest connector up in here if I wanted to. I can treat that bicep connector like I did, also the forearms. There are several places in the body where this smaller roller is very beneficial to get to those smaller muscles and to get to unilateral type treatments. Okay, so that kind of shows our last roller we have. So, and again, it shows the benefits of the weight adjustable. So we only have to buy one housing, and then you can have whatever weight you would like. So this roller itself weighs 10 pounds, and then again, the 5-pound weights can be added to whatever amounts you'd like. So you can start out really nice and light and then add the weight as you would like. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Thank you. Oh, good Lord. I always laugh when I do like lower back stuff.